Welcome to the program called A Short Chat with Non Prog Musician.
Thank you. Hello.
Thanks for having me. My first question is, what did make you become the person you are today?
I think first of all my parents, my lovely parents, and then like all my friends, who would surround me, who helped me, who supported me, who criticized me. I think that's more or less it. Yeah, in a short sentence. A long sentence would go for days, I guess. But yeah.
Based on the music genre that you're working on, where do you think the most of your fans are?
You mean in which country or?
Yeah, which country?
I don't know. I mean, when we tour with Nick Ronan, for example, we play everywhere on the planet. So I think everywhere on the planet there is a crowd who is interested in this kind of music. So I don't know. We have, of course, some hubs where we like to play most, and others where it's maybe different, or where the audience is just different, and it feels different to be on stage. But I can't say actually. I know that we have a lot of fans in Romania, for example. That a lot of Germans listen to us, but then it's somehow they're more like people between 50 and 60 because they're interested in the label we're releasing on. In Romania, it's like younger group of kids. So yeah, it's always different. From each country, there's a different age group that is showing up at our concerts, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
Okay. Which country do you like to play? You haven't played there before.
Which I haven't played there before. I would love to play in Spain because it's quite close from Switzerland in a way, and we've played, I think, in more or less every European country now. We've done Sweden last week for the first time, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, I think Spain. Yeah, finally Spain.
Okay. Can you tell me 3 of the most inspiring artists who have influenced you in your career?
3. Well, for sure, when it comes to saxophone, I would say it was Paul Desmond, jazz saxophone player. I would also say it was my teacher, Don Lee. And I don't know, I mean, there are so many different kinds of music I like and I love to listen to. It's endless. It comes from funk to jazz to prog rock stuff, like new prog, like Ocean Size, for example, and yeah, there are so many. Yeah.
Well, we are in the digital world. Do you prefer to listen to your favorite music on Spotify, or you want to buy a hard copy?
I want to buy a hard copy. I'm into hard copies. I think there's also something really decent about making an album. You have to also think about the dramaturgy of a whole album. And then I think it's just fair to listen to a whole album. I'm not so much into this track thing. You know, like that you just like this track and then you put playlists together. I think that doesn't really work.
Do you have any thoughts on progressive rock genre?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of great bands still touring and playing around. Like I loved Ocean Size, which stopped playing unfortunately a couple of years ago. Yeah, I should do another record with my group as well. Yeah.
Who are your favorite musicians in progressive rock world?
Ocean Size for sure. Ocean Size is my favorite band ever. One of my favorite bands ever. Like without doubt, Ocean Size for sure. If you can call that prog rock, but I call it prog rock.
Yeah. I know that. That's great. Lastly, which one of your songs would you like to be played at the end of this interview?
Yeah, I think you should play Then from the Shaw's Feckle album, Feckle for Lovers.
Thank you for taking the time to share your thoughts.
Thank you for the interview.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.